You're watching Connect with Simeon Ononobi. Stay tuned.
Hello, everyone. Today is another show. If you're just joining in, Ame is already with me, so I'm going to just give it a bit of a time while I play some intro videos. So just stay tuned.
Look around you. Where you are right now, as you're watching this, look around your house. There are tools you have you're not using that can actually fetch you a whole lot of funds. Many entrepreneurs want to build a business at the same time feed from the business. It cannot work. In Lagos, never you at any point think you have 100% strength. It's not possible. So as a leader, you focus on your strength 100%, then your weakness, you get someone to fill it in. Now, the person you are bringing in, ensure that the person's weakness is your strength. Please, if you are listening to me, don't try and sell what is not sellable if you don't have the funds to push it.
Thank you for connecting with Simeon Ononobi today. Live sessions hold every Tuesday and Friday at 5 p.m. Please turn on post notifications for live updates.
Yeah, welcome back. So I'm going to be giving you a heads up on what has happened over the past week. So last week on Tuesday we had a phenomenal person with us, Daniel Adeni, the CEO of Giddy Cakes, and he shared a lot of insights with us about entrepreneurship and what it's all about. And what has happened since then is simple. We've gathered quite a bit of people that he would be mentoring. So we've chosen some people. So Stephanie Adeku, congratulations, you're one of those. You've gotten an email from us, and you will be mentored by Daniel. Chikaudi Ukoji also, then Chinkaji. Very funny. Most of them have the Chi name. So if you still want to join in, we still have 3 more slots available for mentorship in fashion or bakery. If you want to join us, always tune in Tuesdays and Fridays. We'll be talking to lovely people. The idea is to bring experts. The idea is to bring the people that don't even know much to come and share their life experiences, and also we could connect people. So we could connect business owners, entrepreneurs, investors. The idea is to bring even staff to come and share experiences on how they've grown from where they are to where they need to be. At the same time, we're going to be getting valuable people that will be able to mentor, invest, or even grow those people. So the idea is also to get HR people to be able to train staff on workplace growth, to be able to train staff on how to work around companies and get prepared and get them employable. So today with me, I have the distinguished honor of having what I call the real hustler. I mean, I've known Ame for a while now, and she is a hustler. She's done everything. I'll give you a background about Ame. Ame is she has a professional background. She studied economics at Madonna University, Okija, Anambra State. Heads up to Madonna University. She had an MBA in administration. She's also have a certification in cosmetology. She's a beauty therapist. She's gone all the way to Dubai to study that. Presently, she's working on neuro-linguistics. You share what that means. I don't know what that means. But I mean, she's had a stint to it, beauty consultancy in 2007. She did her NYSC after that. So she had already started hustling before she went for NYSC. She worked with nursing. She worked with human hair while she was nursing her child. She set up a human hair business in 2009. She moved back to Nigeria. You're going to tell us all about that. She started restaurant business. She's got into event planning. She's done, she's done a lot. And what I noticed is in between periods, she went back to public service. She went back to private service to work for other people before she launched back her business. So she's going to be telling us a lot about the real hustle life, why she's done all those things, why she's moved from here to there, and what makes Ame tick. Presently, she runs a travel business on the side, as well as Ameri Pro Spa, which is located in Abuja. So, Ame, welcome to today's program, Connect with Simeon. Audiences are building. We already have about 13 people watching. So, shout out to the guys that are watching. Like I said, if you want to come into, if you want to come in and get mentorship from Daniel from last week, 3 slots still open, and who knows, you could start up your own business. So Ame, you have the floor. You have a floor for 10 minutes. Just tell us about your journey. Why the movement? Why through school you're a master's decoder, but you went from one place to the other. You've done stuff. I know you're living very well. You're taking care of yourself and family. Like, what makes you tick? Who is Ame?
Thank you, Simeon, for that question. It's nice to see you over here. So, who is Ame? My name is Ame Odigie, like you know Ame. I'm the founder of Ameri Pro and Odigie & Co. and travel agency. And first of all, yes, how did the hustle start? Hustle started from school, university, and this is from way back. You understand? I remember when my mom used to send stuff to me to sell. So I used to sell them in school, makeup stuff. So hustle has been a part of me from day one. And after school, what happened? I went to other space within serving and waiting for a job. So I first of all had a job with a cosmetic company, which I did for a couple of months. I worked as a beauty consultant. Then I went ahead to do my NYSC. After NYSC, I had this long period between 2009 to 2011, which I had a relationship. We didn't work out, that I got pregnant and I was nursing a child. Obviously, what's the next thing to do is to hustle. So what happened? So I got into the hustle back again, started my hair business from my mother's house, basically. So what would I do? Call China, I need some hair. China sends me some hair, take pictures, put on Facebook. And I was just selling. I was sending to people that I did not know, put the hair in the post, get my money, and that was life. So eventually I had to come back to Nigeria, 2011. Obviously, coming from the UK to Nigeria, you cannot just land in Lagos. I said, okay, where's the neutral ground I could land, basically? So I said, you know what, I'm going to Abuja. Let me move to Abuja. Moved to Abuja, and do you know anybody? How am I going to get a job? Is the question. What is going to happen to this girl? So, well, I was squatting with a friend of mine. My cousin offered me a job as a caregiver. I was earning 30,000 at the time. I did that for 5 months. Then I got another job through a mutual friend of mine with a friend. The friend I was staying with, a mutual friend of hers, introduced me to somebody, and I got this job as a restaurant manager. Amazing job, fantastic employer. And I did that for almost a year. Then, because it was long hours, you know how it is, working long hours. So I said, you know what, I have to go and get it. I can't do this long hours. But anyways, I go back to the hustle. Hustle was, I started my event company. Started telling people, okay, this is what I do. I do event planning and all that. And I'm like, I got a few jobs. Then I said, you know what, I need to sustain myself. By the time the bills were running in, I'm like, business, okay, let's be doing this on the side. Let's get a job. Something has to pay. So I got a job. This was a referral job now for a customer service manager at the airport. So I had to run this executive lounge for my former boss, which I did for 4 years. So why it was flexible for me, why I took that job was because of the flexibility, in the sense that I was working 1 week on, 1 week off. And I said to myself, I have an extra week off. What do I do with this extra week? I can't sit down here and just be this thing. 2013, I started selling skincare products. I started this business from 40,000. I said, okay, put into it, got products, selling it, and it was going, it was moving. Then I'm like, okay, business is going well. Business is going well. 2014, 2013, my dad was my case. When are you going to do your master's? You have to do your master's. You cannot just have MBA, and you cannot just have a first degree. Nowadays, if you don't have a master's, So I said, you know what? I cannot leave my job. I cannot pay, what do you call it? Hard currency school fees. So what's the next thing to do? We have to do MBA. We have to work. We have to eat. Is it? Yeah. So I enrolled for my MBA in Open University. So this was 2014. I was still selling my product. I was still going to work. So work was straight 1 week, 12 to 14 hours. Then the remaining 1 week, I had to do my business. I had to go to school. In between that, I said, I need to do skincare because it's something I really like to do, right? And obviously, for you to do such thing, you have to be a professional, isn't it? You don't want to be a mediocre, a quack. So while doing that, I said, but I need a space to set up a spa, isn't it? So I talked to somebody that had a salon and said, you know what, please partition this your shop for me. So you can have spa in your shop. At least let me leverage on your customer, you too. We can become business partners. He bought the idea. 2015, I went to beauty school in Dubai. This was me going to school, doing my MBA. This was me trying to do my business. This was me going to work. Nothing was suffering because, and the good thing was that I told my boss about what I was doing. I said, Oga, this is what I want to do. And he encouraged me, like, okay, that's good. At least you have 1 week to do other things. So I said, I want time to go to my beauty school. He gave me time. I went to beauty school for a couple of weeks, and I came back. Now here I am. I am a very pro cosmetologist, on my way to getting my MBA. When I get off work, my 1 week on, I go to my shop, tell clients, I've started business, so this is what is happening. So I was just leveraging on people that were coming through the airport. This is it, take my card. When you come to Abuja, we can do home service for you. That was the hustle. 2016, I said, you know what? I have to step down. I have to step down and focus on my business. Told my boss, it was nice doing business with you. It was nice working with you. I gained a lot of experience, and I had to move on after 4 years working. Then I went on my journey to focusing on my business as a licensed esthetician. And I did that. But oh boy, it was not easy to be self-employed. And I'm like, okay, the bills are here. I have to pay my house rent. I have to pay my shop rent. I have to pay staff. Do you understand?
Yeah.
We're doing that. And what happens? I moved between 2016 to 2019, I've moved the location 4 times, which was not good for business. Do you understand? Because it's either you rent a place, then the landlord changes his mind, or you're partnering with people to get a space, and you sign a contract for 1 year, so obviously to renew the following year, and somebody wakes up and says, it's not working anymore. Or somebody just messes everything up, then everything falls on your lap. What are you going to do? You move. Before I now finally moved again to the last place I got, it was somewhere in Apo. I had a contract with a gym attached with the spa. I was running the spa. We had a percentage sharing agreement, which wasn't now. It went well the first year, and obviously early 2019 when things were going shaky, they wanted to renew, and that didn't come forth. And they're like, Ame, it's either you're going to pay us upfront, was it 3 million naira for the rent, and or we're going to give it to someone else. I checked my books. I said, so even if I'm not making money, you do not even care. Oh, that as long as you collect your 3 million naira. As a hustler, as a businesswoman, you're in business to make profit, isn't it? You're in business to make profits, obviously. So I said, no, this is not going to work. What did I do? I closed shop. I said, I want to do business differently. I cannot do business like this anymore, because I have to be in business to make profits. And I want to do business where I can do business from anywhere in the world. And if you come to understand, Nigerians don't understand the service business. They don't understand it. They don't get it. If you say, okay, come for your treatment at so time, and you need 6 treatments, they're like, oh, don't you have a product? I understood that Nigerians prefer products to services.
Wow.
That's the country we live in. What's a service that will cost $250 abroad to do? You'll be doing it for 30,000 naira, 40,000 naira, and somebody will be pricing you, trying to bargain with you that until reduce this thing now. So I'm like, I can't do business like that. I know how much I spent on my education. I can't do this. But you know what? I'd rather go back to the table and re-strategize. But while we're at it, I set up my travel agency. I say, yes, let this one, because I do things within my habit, my hobby, like things I like. Do you understand? I do businesses with what do I like? It's something you have to like. You have to like it for you to sell it. Anybody is a seller. Leave all those things. I can't sell. Everybody was born a seller. You cannot tell me you cannot sell. Everybody can sell. You just have to be brought with a particular thing for you to believe in, for you to sell. Where did you get your friends from, Simeon? I asked you, where did you get your friends from? You said, oh, I got it from so. I thought, really nice frames. What have you done? You have told me where you got that frame from. And that's what we do as human beings every day. We do it unconsciously. Do you understand? So I try to walk around my likes. I know my strengths. That's, first of all, who am I? These are my strengths. I like to work. I like to do business, right? And obviously, Nigeria is not a country where nobody is coming to save you in Nigeria. Nobody is coming to save you. You save yourself. And I knew this from day one. And when you tell yourself the truth about who you are, you don't care whether anybody believes in you or not. You just go with what is set in your heart, and which I always did. I told myself the truth. When it was not working, I told myself the truth. Ame, this is not working. Go back to the table. Why are you strategizing? While you are strategizing, do something. What did I do? I got a job. Yes, I went back to employment. Because guess what? Nobody is coming to save me. I have to save myself. While I was having my travel agency on the side, I went back to employment. But by the time I got back to employment, what happened to me? I had grown past that that organization in my mind, because where I was coming from. And the people I worked for were businessmen. Do you understand? They were business oriented. So I saw how they did business. And I said to myself, no, business is for me. I don't care how long it's going to take, but I will tell myself the truth. I'll be truthful to myself, right? I know my strengths. And no matter how long it takes, I will still do what I need to do to thrive. That's my story, basically. That's what makes me tick, basically.
Cool. Wow. Like, that was explosive. Like, you know, I brand myself a hustler, but seeing some other people, I'm like, no, I'm a learner. like I've seen, listening to you, you've gone from, almost failing to, you know what, I need to pick up myself, I need to do other things. What prompts you to do certain things? What makes you, I mean, you've been everything. You've been a business owner, you've been staff, you've been you've been someone that has worked 3 jobs at the same time. You've been someone that has, gone back to school even while at work. You've been someone that has done almost everything. And would you say that is living the Nigerian dream? Is it just too hard to do it in Nigeria? Or what has made you succeed so far? Like, we know it is very difficult here, but what would you say are one or two things that have made you succeed? You've spoken about consistency. You've spoken about not crying over spilled milk. Things are not going well. You just move on. So what has made you just 2 things that you think has made you just continue to strive?
Like I said, I knew who I was. I knew where I was at the time. I knew my strength. And my strength was hard work. Do you understand? That was my strength. And I didn't want to give an excuse. I didn't want to give an excuse. And I knew nobody was coming to save me. Nobody whatsoever. And I knew where I was. I knew where I was mentally. I knew where I was physically. And I knew where I was financially.
Wow.
Dangote is not going to say, I am the richest man in Africa today, so therefore I close shop. No. He strives, isn't it? He keeps on striving. So this was the thing I had in me, that I know where I am and I know where I want to go. How I'm going to get there is none of my business. But I know that I have to get there.
Cool.
Even if it's for me to try different things to get there. I know that this train has to keep on moving. I used to say to somebody that I rather live 100 types of life in one lifetime. Tomorrow you may say, I may tell you that, Simeon, I am a surgeon, as you see this girl. Do you understand? I want to be 90 years old and say I did it all, than to be 90 years old and say I regretted. Why didn't I do this? The problem is that most people self-sabotage themselves. I am not perfect. Sometimes I catch myself saying, will it work? I'm not sure. But I have to do it. Even if it's for me to do it afraid. Forget about what people are saying. Don't listen to what people are saying. What people say about you or think about you is none of your business.
Cool.
Oh,
I like that line. I like that line. Because I've seen a lot of people come to me to say, hey, what will people think? Hey, how will people think about it? Hey, how can I take a job as a front desk person? You earned 40,000 at some point. I see Demola asking, wow, 40,000 naira, how would you even survive? But you just get to do it. Do something. Stop waiting for manna to fall from heaven. If I get you right, stop waiting for people to just drop things. Keep learning, keep doing things. And that's one thing I've seen about your life. You kept learning, you kept going back to learn just to achieve the results you wanted to achieve. And
yes.
and you spoke about something. You said leverage the people around you, leverage businesses. So for instance, I take an example you spoke about. You wanted to open a spa, you didn't have any space. So you went to look for a business that would survive with a spa on the side, and you negotiated something. So
yes.
what brings that kind of thinking to things? How would you, what would you advise people today? I want to start up a business, or I want to, do some hustle on the side. How would I look for complementary? Are you advising that people should look for complementary services if they can't start, so that they can actually get going?
Okay, so if you already have a job, right, like a normal 9-to-5 job, right? Like I will tell you, what may work for me may not work for you, right? Know where you are, know your strengths, know who you are as a human being, and be open-minded. That was the thing with me. I'm open to Ame. People are flying from the plane and they're making, okay, let us go and try it. I must try it. So even if I fail at it, I can say to you, guess what? This is the experience. Don't do this, do this, right? My advice to you is, if you have a 9-to-5 job, know your strengths. Okay, this is what I can do. you have, obviously everybody has a window of rest. That window of rest, what can I do between that time? It could be an online business. You can put stuff on Instagram and push the market while you're sitting down at your desk at work and watching it grow. After all, I did my MBA at my desk at work, and I did my assignment doing my assignment at work, and in 18 months I got my MBA, right? So know who you are, know your strengths, know what you can do, and be open-minded. Don't self-sabotage. Don't say, what if? Who is paying yours? Who is feeding you? Is anybody feeding you? If you're hungry, even if you go and ask for help, how many people will help you? So know who you are, know what you can do, and be open-minded. And stop self-sabotaging yourself. Stop it. It's not easy, but even if you're afraid, do it afraid. Do it afraid.
Wow, even if you're afraid,
that's what I would advise.
Afraid. Even if you're afraid, do it afraid. Don't self-sabotage. Like, guys, if you have questions for Ame, just throw it in. I already see questions coming in, and I'm going to start throwing them into Ame's to Ame to answer the questions. Ame, thanks for sharing thoughts with us. Like I said, I have seen this happen personally. I have seen you do these things like in real time. And I just wanted you to share this with people because I see a lot of people today, they complain about a lot of things. They talk about how hard life is and all that. And I decided, you know what, I'm going to bring people that have gone through this life, that have done things that you would naturally say it doesn't work, and how does it work and all that. And so that you can show that this is possible. Now, I'm going to ask you one last question before I start taking questions from the viewers. There's this popular saying that women, how will I put it, that women have a disadvantage, in quotes. Would you say it has been tougher because you're a woman, hustling the way you've hustled, or it's just the same for everyone, according to you, in your own view? What would you say? How have you struggled, even being a woman?
Well, I do not know what it is to be a man, so I will not know whether it's going to be easier to be a man than to be a woman. I just know that I am a woman, and that's what I came to the world as. So unfortunately, I cannot change that. So basically, I'm a woman. I'm using what I have, which is my intellect, right? This is why I keep learning. Cool. The truth of the matter is, you have no excuse. I don't care whether you're a woman. You have no excuse. I have a 10-year-old son today, right? Cool. I have an MBA. I'm not going to sit down and say, oh, I'm a woman, and so therefore I might as well just sit down and be looking for a man to get married to. But it doesn't work like that way. There's something my father used to tell me, that marriage is a contract. You have to come with something to the table. So what are you coming with as a woman? What are you bringing? Is it your intellect? Is it your beauty? We all know that beauty doesn't help anybody. If not, I'll be where Dangote is today. Do you understand?
That's an eye opener. I've been to your spa. It's a lovely place. You have creme de la creme coming there. You have people. At one point I saw was this popular Hollywood actor Igwe
Amosai.
Igwe Tupac Amosai. He was talking all over the internet about it, and I've seen a lot of people talk about your spa beauty. And guys, I'm going to beg Ame to give me, even if it's just one slot to mentor someone, even if it's just one slot. I'm going to beg Ame to give me one slot to try and mentor someone. Because she's done this and she's done it perfectly well. So I'm going to start taking questions. So like she said, it's not about being a woman. You don't have any excuse. You can achieve the top of anything you do. Just have what it takes, love what you're doing, like it, and be able to sell it. So I'm going to take a question from Tulopela Wani. How did you juggle everything? you had on your plate when you started, Mom?
In all honesty, I was moving, when you just move with that gut feeling, it was nothing like I was planned for. Like I said, when I was working, the kind of job I had allowed me to do other things. So I sort of took a job that would allow me to do other things, right? You can have a job that you can say, you know what, I want to come, depending on the employer, depending on the job you want, they may pay you less, but you have that time to do other things, right? And especially when you're passionate about stuff, you know that this is the only time I have to do this. Anything past this age, I will not be able to do this. I was focused. I was focused. And I knew that at certain times, there was some things I needed to achieve at a certain age. And if I didn't do it, I would have probably lost interest. And because I had the kind of job I had, that's why I was able to do what I could do. So if you have a regular 9 to 5 and you have your own weekend on the side, look for something you can do on the internet, online. It doesn't matter how small it is. Do it. Do it. When you get to work, do your work diligently. But when you get home, focus on that thing. Even if it's 1 hour every day, check on the business that is online. Because you have people that may be calling you while you're at work or texting you while you're at work. But always give time to your business, even if you're working. Do your work diligently. I'm not saying you should leave your job, because your job will be, it is very important, because you need to pay your bills, obviously, until you're able to sustain your business. I'm not one to say, oh, leave your 9 to 5 job, focus on this is Nigeria. Nobody's coming to save you. Nobody. And once you get that right, trust me, you will not care who is saying what or who is not saying what. So how did I juggle it? That's how I juggled it. I just moved with my instinct and did what I needed to do at that time, because I knew that time, I won't get that time again. They say time and chance happens to all man. Always know your season. Know when it's time and know when it's chance.
Cool. Tulokwe, you've heard that. It says, just know your time, stay focused. If you're at work, do your job. Then once you have free time, you can do other things to make sure that you survive. The instinct is survival. Another question here from Fade Andrews says, quick question. What measures did you adopt in managing your business? How did you manage it?
How did I manage my business? So I got the opportunity to go to Enterprise Development Center, Lagos Business School, where I was able to get the structure about structuring my business. I would advise you to get a mentor. Get a mentor. That was going to Lagos Business School, shined a lot of light on my business or what I wanted to achieve. So it sort of filled in certain places. That's why I was able to draw back and say, no, this is not how I want to do business. This is not how they taught me to do business in business school. Or this, do you understand? I always, when you're in business, be in business to, as much as you're giving, always to be in business to profit. Because if you're not profiting, then there's really no need of being in business. It has to be a profitable business. So I gained knowledge from going to Lagos Business School, because I made a lot of mistakes while I was starting up. So that was the way I was able to put structure in my business. I knew where my strength was. I knew where I could sort of give my weaknesses to somebody that had the strength for my weaknesses, and move on.
Cool. So, like you've heard, Faith, get a mentor, get someone that you can, run to if you need help, and also try and figure out how to structure a business. She went to Lagos Business School, and she got what she needed in terms of, training and how to run her business. So you never stop learning. You keep learning. I'm still learning. I mean, mean, yes, I have a staff strength that is going out of hand, but we're learning every day how to keep this, this thing going. So, I mean, we've learned a lot of things. Like I said, Ame, I'm putting you on the spot. You would give us one person you can at least mentor, someone that can learn from you, someone that can, call you ma'am and get all the, all they need. So if you might oblige us that, say it on record, you're on record, you're going to give us one person at least to mentor.
That's fine. I just want the person to come open-minded. Open-minded. You can learn in a full cup. You can learn when you're open-minded. Yes. So I'm willing to do so. Why not?
Okay. So another question just came. Is SPA a competitive business? So it's still from Faith. Is SPA a competitive business? How do you stay relevant?
SPA is a competitive business, and how did I say stay relevant is because I did a lot of training. You have to upgrade your computer every day, software every season, and technology changes all the time. In the beauty industry is the same. New gadgets will come. You have to get it, so you have to sort of know about new treatments. What used to work 1925 cannot work in 2020. So I was always researching, always trying to know, always looking for who to ask questions from. And I just kept on doing that. Because I would check, I would research, look at my competitors, what they were doing. I'm like, okay, these ones that are doing this, I think I should start it. Or how are they doing it? How are they doing it? How can I do my own in this way?
Cool.
Always give value.
Cool. So always give value. Faith, you heard that. Yeah. So thank you very much. I'm gonna repeat this. We're gonna be creating a community, majorly on Facebook. It's gonna be an exclusive community where we're gonna get some people in, and we're gonna get some mentors. We're gonna get funders. We're gonna get different things, and we're gonna build this thing out. We're gonna build it to make sure that at the end of the year we would come out with bright staff, with business minds, people that can actually hold their own, and people like Ame will be part of that group. So you had Daniel last week. Today you've had Ame, and Ame, I really, really thank you very much for this time. It's when you see these things outside, it's difficult to say to people are doing it, people are surviving, people are getting these things done. You don't wait for anybody or give excuses. You just keep doing it. So I thank you very much for coming. This is that time when I would say thanks to your audience for watching. Next week, Tuesday, we're going to be having someone also special that will be coming. And one final word from Ame. Ame, one final word. What do you advise my people, people that want to go into business or people that want to even work for people? What do you advise them? One final word.
One final word. Well, I would advise that you be true to yourself. Be true to yourself. Forget what anybody is doing around you. Say mamas, say papas, or what have you. Forget about all those. Be true to yourself. Know who you are. One, know where you are. Know where you are mentally. Know where you are physically. Know where you are financially. Then make your decisions. Make your decisions. And just believe that God is with you. Right? Never give up on your dreams. Do it while you're afraid. Just do it. Right? Like Nike will say, just do it. Just do it. You cannot fail. You can only learn from your experience.
Thank you very, very much. So just go and do it. Go and do it. Know yourself, be true to yourself, and go and do it. Last words from Ame Odigie. Thank you very much for coming, Ame. Thank you very,
Thank
very
you, Simeon, so much, so much. God bless you.
Thank you. So that was Ame Odigie. Next week, we're going to be having someone special that would come to us. We're going to be having 2 people next week talking to us about things about building ourselves as staff in a workplace environment. We're going to be looking at, how to grow ourselves mentally, physically, and otherwise. So thank you very much for tuning in today. Please stay safe. It's Workers' Day. Stay safe, learn something new. Don't go, playing around. Just learn something new today. Thank you. Shout out to Collins. Thanks for the intros and the videos. Shout out to everybody that has been there. Thank you very much for tuning today, and God bless you. Till Tuesday, stay safe.
Look around you, where you are right now. As you're watching this, look around your house. There are tools you have you're not using that can actually fetch you a whole lot of funds. Many entrepreneurs want to build a business at the same time feed from the business. It cannot work. In Lagos, never you at any point think you have 100% strength. It's not possible. So as a leader, you focus on your strength 100%, then your weakness, you get someone to fill it in. Now, the person you are bringing in, ensure that the person's weakness is your strength. Please, if you are listening to me, don't try and sell what is not sellable if you don't have the funds to push it.
Thank you for connecting with Simeon Ononobi today. Live sessions hold every Tuesday and Friday at 5 p.m. Please turn on post notifications for live updates.